everyone. Welcome. It's another week. It's another show. It's Geekonomics. We're back. And boy, do we have a lot to talk about today. We got a bunch to cover. We got, what was the Backlash? That was the name of the show that happened this past weekend.
St. Louis.
Results.
Yes. Backwash, as I called it, happened over the weekend, and a lot more happened as well.
Yeah.
But as always, we'll start with, hey, Brian, how's things going? How you doing?
Doing good, Mark.
Did that surprise you?
I'm still getting over what just happened before the show.
Well,
hey, no behind the scenes talk there, sir.
yeah, you know.
What happens in the void stays in the void.
All right. Anyway, we got a lot to talk about today. We're going to talk about The Last of Us Episode 5. We have Backlash results, like you said.
Backwash.
And I have a couple things I want to talk about, but I know you had a big event over this weekend, Mark. How did it go for you in the Trolley Museum?
The Trolley Museum had its 85th anniversary celebration on Saturday.
Wow.
It went really well. We had a lot of people show up. The siblings were there. Leo and his family showed up.
Oh.
We had Matt Ryan was doing caricatures.
C stands for caricatures.
C stands for caricatures and for comics.
Or choo-choo train.
Or for trolley cars. Cars being the C.
I was going to say, that's a word, Mark.
That's a stretch.
It's a small T.
Choo-choos at least worked.
Yeah,
no,
choo-choo.
yeah, but trolleys don't go choo-choo. They go ding-ding. So it's
All
different.
right, well then, what can we do? What can we say?
Chug-chug?
Yeah, how about chug?
Chug's good.
Anyways. Whatever.
Matt,
Chug
just
gets
Ryan?
madder and madder the more he hears these
Oh, I
things.
know. As soon
He
as I
hates it
walked
with
up,
a
I went,
passion.
Well, actually,
hey,
chug
C stands for
makes it sound
comics. He's like,
totally wrong.
Well, you know, when he was younger, he probably did chug some beers. So who knows?
C stands for Conan.
What was it? Yeah, Trolley Museum. It was really awesome. Jay, our buddy from Stafford, was there with his food truck, Extreme Fried Dough. Probably, and I will say this unequivocally,
Extreme?
The best fried dough I've ever had in my life.
Brian,
If you see them out at a fair, you must get their fried dough.
Brian,
he makes it from scratch.
They had fried dough, peanut butter, and jelly sandwiches.
Yes, he takes a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and then deep fries it, covers it in fried dough batter, and then fries it.
That sounds extreme.
And it is amazing. I had a tiny, tiny piece of it, and it was ridiculous.
All right, be honest. You ate the whole thing.
No.
How do you just eat a tiny piece of fried dough?
Because he was just
Brian,
like,
a lot of people were like 8 people were buying it and eating like just a portion
they
of
were
it
like splitting it. Like families were buying one of them and splitting it. It's that crazy. He makes his own peanut sauce for that, and then he also makes his own pasta sauce for the pasta and cheese on the fried dough. He also does like an apple pie cheese dough. We're talking to him about coming back in the fall and possibly in the winter as well to be at the Trolley Museum for other events. We had music from the guys from Rare Turkish were there.
Nice.
Josh Mead, Mike Daly, and Alyssa from Possum played as well.
She's great.
Yeah. So
is there talks that maybe she might be hosting something that we
There's a possibility.
produce?
We're in the negotiation stages as we speak of having her be the backup host. So
We don't have to say back. We just say like Nicole is the main host. I've been doing. If Nicole can't do it, I'll do it.
Yeah.
But I think it'd be great to have another person. That would be like, yeah, I really want to do this.
Yeah.
Like, so we have 3.
Yeah.
I could be the last case scenario.
Yeah.
But like, I think she would be amazing.
Brian's the backup. They're the
Yes, they're
leading.
the names. Yes, yeah. Brian's the backup. Brian's the break in case emergency.
I mean, if she's 100% down to doing it.
Yeah. Well, the hope is to I haven't talked to her about it yet, but the hope is to see if she'll help us out at Heartbeat, because Nicole can't make Heartbeat because she'll be doing another job. So if that's the case, we can kind of get the ground running. She's hoping to be able to make it to this month's show to kind of see how the other part of the world works on the production side of it, not the band side of it. So we got Trashing Violet coming in a couple weeks. Next week, actually.
Next week, I was going to say.
I was saying it's next week, isn't it?
Yeah, Trashing Violet. Yeah.
Oh my God, May is always so busy.
Yeah.
This is the beginning of a
then
busy day for me.
Then the fire hose opens after Memorial Day. Just nonstop stuff.
I mean, we were just talking about this before, like not to get ahead of ourselves, but we have Saturday Night Main Event is our next event, and then the following weekend is Money in the Bank. Lands on the same night as D&D.
Of course it
Of
does.
course.
And I love Money in the Bank. Money in the Bank is an awesome show.
Yeah.
Last year was amazing. I thought
Yeah.
the female division put an amazing show on.
Yes, they did.
I think this year is going to be great as well. But it just stinks. I hate having to wait till Sunday. Got to stay off social media
Yeah.
for the night.
Yeah, I did that this weekend because I had the Trolley Museum all day Saturday.
Yeah.
And so by the time I got home it was like 9 o'clock. And I was like,
Oh, my God. What time did it get
'cause we
over?
It ended at 4, but we had like a volunteer picnic for all the volunteers because it was a big anniversary event. So all the volunteers were there to help out. So we thought it'd be a good idea to have like the big like yearly get together at that time.
You guys went across the street and had a party?
No, we just did it right there in the.
Josh got it.
I know. No, we did not. We actually borrowed my parents' neighbors' big grill.
Nice.
And we did like burgers and dogs on that. So
Cool. It was a good day for it.
yeah, it
Good
ended up being a
weekend.
nice day. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sunday was nice.
Yeah.
I keep thinking today's Monday.
That feels like a Monday.
Yes, it does. Yesterday felt even more like a Monday. Then Sunday I did yard work all day. So
I did that on Sunday
exhausted.
as well. I did the yard work.
yeah,
Mowed the lawn for the first time. I'm like,
did
God.
this. Had to rearrange the garage and put the snowblower away, bring the lawnmower out. They share the same space. They kind of like rotate spaces.
So did
in
you mow the
garage.
lawn?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
I had like get all the leaves up that I didn't do last year.
when you mow the lawn for the first time, it's so depressing because now I'm like, every 2 weeks I got to mow the lawn.
Well, nah, probably like once a month.
We
My grass grows that way.
did it last week just for the fact that we knew it was our neighborhood turns into helicopter season,
Yes.
and you don't want to mow those up during the first mow
That's our
because
front
it's
yard
awful.
is helicopters.
Oh, yeah, they're everywhere this year.
Yeah.
Big time.
Yeah.
How about yourself, Brian? What'd you get up to? What'd you do for anything fun for Mother's Day with your mom?
Oh, we
How's your mom?
Good. We went over my parents' house on Saturday. And this year, Father's Day / my birthday will be on Saturday. So
nice.
I won't be at the ETV thing.
Yeah.
I will be there in spirit.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was good. It was good to see everybody. And it was funny because me and Tony were just talking wrestling most of the time. And it's his birthday this weekend. It's weird how the holidays land. Mother's Day and Father's Day, and then his birthday and my birthday always kind of land very close to each other.
It's almost like there's holidays that happen. Yeah. And 9 months later, you guys came around.
There you go.
That's how it
Always
works.
thinking, Mark.
Yeah, it
Always
works.
thinking. But
You know, if we can have a kid around Mother's Day, or we can have another one around Father's Day.
So I did start watching two things. I totally forgot about the Scott Pilgrim cartoon on Netflix.
Yes.
And I was like, oh, is this just a retelling of the comic series? Hold on. I got to tell you my adventure with this.
Yes.
I'm in episode 3 right now.
Oh, boy.
I put the first episode on. I go, oh, so this is just an animated version of the book.
Mm-hmm.
Episode 1 ends, blows that out of the water. Everything happens as normal.
Yep.
Then there's just like a left turn. Scott Pilgrim, spoilers, dies.
Yes.
And there's the ex-boyfriends have a fortress, and like there's I watched
It's the comic book. It's more the comic book than the.
No, this is completely different.
But it's
from
like
the
a
comic.
mix. It's like completely different. It's like
They
different from the
remixed.
comic and everything. It's like
They
the
remixed
guys
it.
who actually wrote the comic book.
Yeah.
Like came back in and like redid a whole new story and everything.
Yeah, they remixed
Updated it
the
for
whole
a
comic. It's so
Yeah, it's
different.
like updated for like a new generation supposedly.
And then all the voice actors are from the movie.
Yes.
Reprising their roles.
Yeah.
Which was so cool. I love the animation style because it's very akin to the comic.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, the writer, he came back. You have the voice actors coming back. And I'm like, what?
Yeah.
So I was very
It gets crazier.
surprised. Yeah,
Just wait.
I'm up to episode 3 right now.
Yeah, I think there's 8.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So far,
Yeah.
I'm loving it. I did not know what I was getting into.
Yeah.
I tell you, that first episode, I'm like, oh, this is cool. And then
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this is different.
Yeah.
What happened? Why is he dead
It gets
now?
crazier. Yeah, it gets crazier.
And then, Josh, you'll be excited. And my brother was excited. This week, I decided I can watch NXT because of 2 reasons. The CW app It's free.
Yes.
You don't need to log in.
Yes.
It's on Roku.
Yes.
It's only on limited things, which stinks.
Yeah.
But Roku, you get the CW app. You can watch NXT live, or they keep it on demand.
Yeah.
And if you're on a certain device, it will act as if you can stop it, go back to where you were. It
So you have
remembers.
DVR.
Yeah, like a DVR. So I started watching NXT, and the great thing about it is only an hour and a half.
Yes, it's quick.
Very quick.
Yeah.
And I told Tony, I'm like, I watched NXT. He's like, oh, wasn't it good? I'm like, dude, it was very, very reminiscent, and not, hear me out, I'm not saying it's exactly, but I'm saying it's very much when we go to the Blitzkrieg show.
Yes.
It's very
that
independent
feel.
feeling.
Indie
Yeah.
feeling.
Yes, and I love it.
Yeah.
And I love, it's more grounded.
Yeah.
There's obviously less than 1,000 people in that audience.
Yes. Yeah.
And the audience really carries
Yeah.
the people with
Yeah.
their song or chanting, and it's very really when we're
Yeah.
at Blitzkrieg when
Yeah.
people are going crazy.
Yeah. It's like a made-for-TV setup.
Yeah.
the way they do it.
I found it
Unless
to
they
be,
do like a live event somewhere.
it was very fun.
Yeah.
I like it, and I think almost like they get crazier.
Yeah.
There's a little more over the top
Yeah.
with moves and stuff. So I'm gonna try to watch it week to week. I'm not gonna try. I'm like, if I can't, not a big deal. But it's kind of cool because I know a lot of people are coming over from NXT right now.
Yes.
But I do have one question. I forgot to ask Tony. I'll ask both of you. Now, Joe Hendry.
Yes.
He has the TNA belt.
Yes.
Different company.
Yes. Now, why?
There's a partnership.
Because the partnership.
I thought WWE owned it.
No.
Or was
No.
under the same company.
No,
a
WWE
working
owns
relationship.
AAA.
Okay, gotcha.
They bought the Luchador company in Mexico.
I knew
AAA.
that, but I
Yeah.
wasn't sure of TNA being under the umbrella a long time ago.
No.
Okay.
No. It's a different company, supposedly. It's a different company.
But wasn't he part of NXT?
No.
No, he was
He's
never.
always been TNA.
He was never part of. There are some guys that have gone there, and some guys have come across.
Because all the clips,
like Jordan Grace.
Jordan Grace is one of them.
Was TNA.
Okay.
Then she left TNA when her contract expired and moved to NXT.
But then, you had people like Molly Holly that were WWE that went to NXT and then came back for, was it Royal Rumble twice?
Yeah.
And then
Mickey
same
James
with
you're talking about?
Mickey James.
Mickey
Sorry.
James. Yes, not Molly Holly.
Sorry. No, but Molly Holly did too, didn't she go?
Yeah. No.
Oh, maybe I'm thinking, I'm probably confusing the two.
So,
But
I wasn't sure. Obviously, all the clips I've ever seen from him are from NXT.
Yes. Because they have rights to those. They don't have rights to use footage of TNA.
Yeah. So when I saw him come
Like
out,
the Hardy Boys are on TNA, so they've shown up on NXT.
yes.
There's other wrestlers. It's like there's certain people that allow to come over.
Okay, interesting.
Like Moose is like a big guy in TNA. He's come over.
Interesting.
He was
So
a
there's
former
certain
champion.
wrestlers that they'll let them
Right.
use. Like Elijah was just on the last
Yes.
NXT.
Yeah, they had the
Elias.
They had the Rumble. Yeah, he's the guy with the guitar.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. He's like a prophet. He
Yes.
comes out there,
Yeah.
follow me,
Yes.
sings a song.
He had a funny rivalry with Kevin Owens
Yes.
because he changed his character to
Elijah.
Ezekiel.
Ezekiel.
His brother Ezekiel.
Right, and it was his brother, and Kevin's like, no, you're the same
Elias
guy, the
got
same guy.
hurt,
So when
and it was
he
in
came out for this, everyone's like,
coma.
oh, there's a third one. What's Kevin
Elijah.
Owens doing?
So he
It?
said yes. He said my brothers. Well, thank you for their support.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And NXT's having their next their PLE the same weekend as Saturday main
Worlds
event.
Collide.
Worlds Collide. I'm going to check that out.
AAA,
Yes.
NXT, and WWE all together in one show.
Yeah, I'm going to watch that. So I'm excited.
It's literally the same day as D&D, so it'll actually start as we're getting
It's
here.
that whole day, Brian. It starts at 2.
I know.
Starts at 3.
I know. I'm going to watch
3?
it on Sunday.
Starts at 3.
I'm going to have to watch
So,
everything on Sunday like a weirdo.
Yeah.
It is what
Same.
it is. I mean, I had to watch Backlash Saturday night and then
Backlash.
the last hour Sunday morning.
Yes.
Oh, that's so weird. I was the only one to watch it fully live.
Allison wanted to watch
Yeah.
something, so we stopped it right before the last match, and then I was like, I can watch it Sunday morning.
Yeah.
And I did.
Yeah.
It's not
You
the
didn't
end of
miss
the world.
much.
We'll get into it.
WWE Backwash.
Anyway, NXT, I'm really liking it so far, and
I had a
have
feeling
to
you
say
would,
the
though,
sketches, huh?
I had a feeling you would because it's that, like I said, it's that indie feel.
Yes.
And it's a lot more technical looking and
You know what's very comical? The back stuff. You know, when they do the little sketches.
It's very dramatic, like very over dramatized.
It's almost comical.
Yes.
It's very comical, and it's like I feel like it's almost like a little bit like a CW show back there.
That's why it's on the CW.
Yeah, it is on. But yeah, I like the indie feel. I like that. So should be good. And it's kind of like I said, it's kind of cool because there's a lot of crossover right now.
Yeah.
With Rosie Perez and
Roxanne Perez.
Is it Roxanne Perez and Julia?
Julia.
But they're actually
then,
called up. They're not NXT anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm just saying they just came from NXT.
What's I can't remember the name of the
Fraxian.
champion. No, but the champion Vasquez. The NXT Women's Champion.
Stephanie
Vakor.
Vakor, that's it, yeah.
No, she's the reason I started watching NXT. I'll tell you that.
That's what I was going to ask is,
boy.
I didn't watch NXT
Chile.
last week.
Chile.
But, yeah, did you? Booker T.
I'll tell you. Yes, the Booker T thing.
She was on NXT. She was on one of the SmackDown or something.
Money Night Raw.
It was Raw.
And she did her finishing move. And I turned to Claire and I go, well, I know who Bride's new favorite's going to be.
Oh, my God. She was good. I was like, I got to watch NXT. That's what I told Tony. I got to watch NXT. Whew. Ay, ay, ay.
Hacha macha.
Hacha macha.
It's a spicy chili.
It's a spicy chili. Woo. Anyway, good stuff all around. But that's really been it. Like this weekend was just busy yard work and
Yeah, it's that time of year.
yeah, yard work. Yay,
Yeah.
owning a house.
Yay.
Yay.
Adulting.
Adulting. Yay. Anyway, I did want to mention we did talk about this a while ago about shows getting canceled.
A lot of shows got canceled.
Oh,
but
yeah.
Going Dutch, I think, was not. I
No, it
think
was not. No.
Going Dutch is renewed.
Suits LA was canceled.
Yes, we all knew that was happening.
Somehow Brilliant Minds did not get canceled. This terrible Zachary Quinto show.
I've never seen it.
They were like promoting it like crazy during.
Oh, is that
NFL
that's that
season.
weird one where like he'll
has
take drugs from
he takes drugs from his
patients
patients
and be like,
to be able
oh,
to,
this is
like-
what they're feeling, so I know what they're doing.
Yeah, it's
like
so-
a house thing, but
It's even worse than
yeah.
that. It's just stupid. But that show got renewed. But yeah, NBC canceled a lot of stuff.
NBC canceled Night Court and
Yes, I heard about the Night Court.
After
something
3
else. I
seasons.
can't remember what there's something else that was just announced that they canceled. That's like
Yeah. I don't have my phone with me.
the George Lopez show with his daughter.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that
that-
got canceled. Yeah.
The show, oh God, Animal Control, I think, was renewed.
Yes. Well, Fox doesn't cancel many things.
They cancel things.
They don't really.
No, but
They're more. Let's give it a shot and see what happens.
911 was renewed.
Yes,
Abbott
that's
Elementary
Which one?
renewed. Abbott Elementary is
Yes.
like my favorite show on
It's an
network
amazing show.
right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
The Connors, they're ending.
That show ended. Not
Um,
because it got canceled. It's because they decided to stop doing it.
Yeah. Blue Bloods was officially canceled. It ends December 13th.
it wasn't canceled.
It's
It
ending, I
ended,
know.
It's
Yeah.
ending. Yeah.
They call it that.
I mean, it's been on for God, how long? I can't even tell you.
15.
Oh, God.
It's gotta be at least 15.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at a quick
It's paid
thing
for
right
every
now.
New Kids on the Block tour for the past 5 years. So
I know. Fox 911 is officially canceled. Lone Star. I didn't even know
that
what
was the Rob Lowe one.
Is it? Yeah.
Oh, that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
When you said 911, I'm like, which one?
Yeah.
Animal Control was renewed.
Yes.
All the animated stuff was renewed.
Yeah.
American Dad's coming back.
Nice.
And
Yeah. Blue Bloods was 14 season.
yeah, 14. Oh my God. Yeah. Night Court was canceled, like you said.
Yep.
St. Dennis is renewed.
How?
I don't know.
That's the thing with
that's what I
NBC.
mean is
It's like
people actually
they
were
were-
watching Night Court.
they're watching people.
But,
Yeah, the
like-
Night Court's ratings were higher than St.
Yeah.
Dennis's, but they canceled Night Court and kept St. Dennis. So what that tells me is whoever the person's in charge of at television NBC, like they want their shows. Like I came up with this idea, so we're doing it, and it's gonna stick, and we're gonna make it. We're gonna beat it into the ground until someone likes it. Like that Zachary Quinto show that no one watches.
What's the name of that one?
Brilliant Minds.
Yeah, that is renewed. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, I just wanted to talk. We were talking about the Fox shows.
Yeah.
So I think going back to Going Dutch, I feel like I hope season 2 they like really lean into the more wackiness, which I feel like they were.
Yeah.
But we talked about that.
Yeah.
I want it to get better. I love the cast.
Yeah.
I'll watch it. See how season 2 goes.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's all I really had about that. About
Okay.
shows being canceled. So The Last of Us Episode 5 aired. We have 2 more episodes.
Yes.
This episode was
hold on,
action packed.
Brian, before you start,
What?
just so I can agree with Mark about something.
Wow.
Night Court had a 58, which equals a $5.2 million viewership.
No, 5 million viewership.
Yeah,
Not dollar.
5.2 million viewers.
Yes, million
Sorry.
viewers. Yeah, you said $1 million.
I know I did. St. Dennis 5-1 with 4 million.
Yeah.
So St. Dennis is getting 1 million less viewers and was kept and Night Court was canceled.
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting. But Night Court was not good. I tried to
No, it was
watch it
not. It was
once.
painful.
It was painful.
It was painful.
I gave it a shot.
It was
and
like getting a tooth pulled.
It's just crazy that something that got more viewers, even though it was not a great show, got more viewers compared to a show that has less viewers and probably is even worse as a show.
It's probably cheaper to film.
Yeah, that's probably what it is.
Probably because it's not in front of a fake audience.
Yeah.
They have to pipe.
Well, because they just it's like a camera thing. Like they're doing another Office spinoff. I saw
Yes.
Oh,
The Paper.
oh, what a bad name.
Yeah.
The Paper. Yeah, it's
The Paper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it going to be at a printing?
I don't know if it's a
Newspaper
newspaper or printing company. I'd have to look it up.
was.
But I did see a picture of like
And Oscar's in it.
an Oscar's in it.
Of course. Is
Yeah.
there nothing else going on?
Yeah, he's got nothing else going on.
We'll talk about that.
Yeah.
Okay, The Paper. I will watch the first episode, but I really have low expectations for this.
Yes. No, it's not gonna be good.
I mean, you have the original showrunner coming back. But why? I feel like
Money.
yeah. Networks are just relying on IP,
Yeah,
old
it's
IP.
whatever. Yeah.
I mean,
It's like, hey, remember this? Like Night Court. Hey, remember
yes.
this? This is
Frasier,
funny.
Paramount Plus. Let's do
Yeah,
Frasier
this is
again,
funny.
but in Boston, and
Yeah.
with none of the other surrounding characters.
Well, yeah, except for the wife randomly.
Yeah.
As of right now, it's listed as just a Peacock show
Yes. Peacock exclusive.
with executive produced by
Greg
Greg
Daniels.
Daniels, Michael Corman, Gervais, Merchant, Klein,
yeah. Well,
and
they
Silverman.
have to do that because they own the.
Yeah, they're
Gervais and
making
Merchant
money.
own
Like
it, so they
there's no information other than it's The Paper.
It could be a Peacock original.
Yeah,
like
it's a Peacock original.
Wasn't The Mayor a Peacock original?
It was, which wasn't terrible.
Yeah, I tried to get into it, but
Yeah.
it got canceled.
It did.
I felt like that show had potential.
His
if
show
it-
on Netflix is better.
Oh,
The detective one, where he's a undercover.
Yeah, I gotta
at the
watch that.
Old folks home.
Yeah.
That was pretty funny.
Yeah.
It had its moments.
I don't know. The Paper is just a bad name.
Yeah, it's a terrible name. I thought it was the play that Benevento was in back in the day.
I remember the
Paper
Knowledge-
Chase.
The paper.
The Paper.
Paper Chase.
Paper Chase.
Paper
I
Chase.
did lighting. I did lighting.
Yeah,
You
is
know
this
what's
The
funny?
Paper?
We
It was-
did promotion on
We
the
did.
radio
Yeah, we
station.
did. radio show, yeah,
We
no.
did.
Yeah, I remember that.
We had Ben in as a
Yeah.
special guest.
It was about-
to interview him
it was
about the paper.
The
Chase.
Paper Chase.
I want to say it was, if I remember correctly, it was college kids writing, and it was like,
Oh, it was at Real Artways. It was at City Stage.
yeah.
And It
Yeah.
was literally probably the boringest thing I ever sat there in my life. But
Well, anyway,
the
we'll see.
entire,
Ben did a
the
great
entire,
job.
The
It wasn't
entire
his fault
set
that
was
it-
on tiers. I remember that. It was
no, it was
three.
in a round.
But the set was
Yes.
tiered,
Yeah.
so that each individual scene was on stage at the entire time.
Yes. Yeah. It was very strange.
Anyway,
Anyways,
let's
moving
move
on.
on.
Getting on to Stranger.
okay. So, The Last of Us Episode 5.
Yes.
Fantastic episode. It moved so quick. A lot of things happened. Mark, what'd you think for this one leading up to the big reveal at the end? What we're going to get next week?
Yeah, I'm assuming it's a flashback
Episode.
scenario of her getting knocked out, and then she remembers this memory because she was having member berries all episode, like finding a guitar and playing another song, and
Yeah.
you know,
Well,
all different things.
that
so.
one song in the game is related. It's a Pearl Jam song.
Yes.
But it's like relates back to her and Joel.
Yeah.
But it was great because I felt it was perfect. She just sings that one line, the first verse, and I think that song's going to come back later on. And this is a flashback episode. I think we're going to get a lot of flashback. We're going to get like a timeline that we missed out on. It's going to go her birthday surprise. That's when they go to the museum.
Yeah.
We're also going to find out more information because now we know that Ellie knows what Joel did.
Yes.
And she doesn't care.
Yeah.
She just destroys Nora.
Yes.
With the pipe.
Yeah.
And I thought that was that ending was just like, oh my God.
It was very like, it reminded me
of
Rogue One at the end with Darth Vader with the red light.
Yes.
It was very much that kind of dark.
Very dark.
Evil.
It's just showing you that the rage in her.
Yeah.
And she doesn't care. Like it just switched.
Yeah.
I'm in revenge mode. Yeah. And man, I tell you, when it goes black, Allison next to me, she goes, they better not end the episode like that. Like, and it went black for a while.
Yeah.
Did you know? Like, and then it comes back.
I gotta adjust my chair. Hold on. Keep going.
It comes back, and she's waking up, and you see Joel, and I swear to God, I no, I did this. I'm like, he's back. He's back. Thank God. Very excited to see Pedro Pascal come back as Joel.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be an emotional episode.
Yes. Yeah.
Keep the Kleenex near you.
Yeah. It's the Offerman episode from last year.
Yes. Yeah. A lot of things are gonna come to light.
Well, yeah, because I'm assuming it's gonna be the whole reasoning why she moved out into the garage and all that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Everyone's gonna find out what caused the.
Is this basically like one cut scene from the video game? Basically, is this whole episode?
What, this one coming up?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
It's a. I mean, you
this
play
parts of this cut scene.
You say cut scene, but in the game you play it all.
Oh, you play like this whole thing?
Oh yeah. You're in the museum. You play the whole thing.
Oh, okay.
You walk around this museum, and there other things do happen, but it's not just a cutscene.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's gonna be really good. This episode was like a lot of stuff happened.
Yeah.
Like Jesse coming to the
scars,
rescue.
We got the
wolves.
Yeah.
Everyone's just like taking each other
Everyone
out.
just takes each other out. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm very excited. I can't believe we only have 2 episodes left.
I know.
I feel like these weeks just fly by.
Yeah.
Because
Andor ends this week too.
Andor, I gotta get it. I have to start watching that.
Literally, I would say
watch it as soon as you can, so you can watch this.
Because these past 3 episodes, literally the best Star Wars I've ever seen.
I've heard that. I had a friend of mine text me.
It was so good.
Text me saying, Brian, he assumed I was watching it.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I'm still on episode 3, season 1.
Yeah.
I think once The Last of Us ends, I will continue on with Andor.
Yeah.
I've been really wrapped into the Star Wars Outlaws video game. That's all on my spare time. I want to play the Outlaws video game.
Okay. All right.
It's so much fun.
All right.
Anyway, you enjoyed this week's episode?
I did. I liked it. It was really good.
All right. I guess there's not much. It was an action-packed episode.
It wasn't like a lot of story.
It moved the story forward.
It moved the story, but it was a lot of just stuff happening.
Yeah. We'll talk more next week.
Yeah.
So Backlash happened this.
Well, before we get into
week.
Backlash, because you brought up music of the episode, and I had a conversation with our friend Chris yesterday, and a very interesting conversation occurred. Well, he went to see Alice in Chains at Mohegan, but the drummer, I guess, had a non-emergency medical issue, which in turn made them cancel their whole tour. Oh, completely.
So he didn't see them.
So he didn't end up seeing them at all.
Okay.
I assumed they were playing at the Wolf Den, but he was like, "No, it's Alice in Chains. They're like amazing. They would not be playing for free. I paid money to see them."
Yes.
And I was like, "Okay."
Well, Lane Stanley's not around.
So I said the lead singer has been dead for how long now?
But the guy who took over is very.
Yes.
He's
so
very
then
good, I guess.
That then it turned into him telling me that he puts Alice in Chains above Soundgarden, Pearl Jam, Nirvana.
Yeah.
And I just like, I don't know how we're friends because I don't understand that. So I brought this to you, being our music guru.
I don't.
Where do you place Alice in Chains in that era of music?
If I had to make a list?
Yeah, like if you were like, out of the Seattle bands, what would be your... Like,
would they be top 5? Would they
be top 5? Oh, yeah.
Well, the top 5 for sure. But
yeah.
I mean, like, where would they fall in that?
It's weird because my life, I think you both can agree with this. In your life, music changes and your taste changes. Also,
well, I found it interesting, too, because he's not much older than us.
No.
He's older than us, but not much. But the different thought process and how he, like, perceives those bands than just the way I perceive those bands. I think that was very interesting because I was like, I thought about it after we got done having the conversation. I was like, that's so weird that he would think Alice in Chains was the best band.
That's his favorite.
But I think they're like, I barely think of Alice in Chains. I don't really think of them much besides like Rooster and like a couple other songs.
I associate them with hockey because of.
But I was still
but I'm just saying there was a hockey player that played for the Wolfpack who was nicknamed the Rooster, and they played the Rooster.
Well, because I got them to play.
Yeah, and then also Men in the Box.
Yeah, so it's like those.
Well,
like those couple songs are like the ones I know really of Alice in Chains. I don't really know much else of Alice in Chains.
Well, I would just say for me, as a teenager, I was into Nirvana more. Yeah. But as I got older, I got into Soundgarden more. Then later on, actually, in the last 10 years, I don't know what happened, but I got into an Alice in Chains mode where I was just listening to them constantly. So like my appreciation for those bands grew over time. Yeah. And Nirvana obviously just stopped because there was nothing else.
There's nothing else, yes.
So I think in the time period of my life, Nirvana was hit me because I was a teenager then. Yeah. But then later in life, I grew to appreciate the other bands mentioned in this list. So I don't really know, but like for me, it'd be
Pearl Jam, be tops.
See, for me,
like Nirvana, I like Nirvana, but then like you said, like there's only a certain amount of Nirvana.
Yeah, you hit a wall.
So you kind of hit a limit with what you can listen to. So, and Josh and I saw Pearl Jam live, and it was amazing.
Yeah.
So I'd put Pearl Jam first, then I'd put Nirvana, then I'd put Soundgarden, then I'd do Alice in Chains. So that's for me. It's a different.
So for me, I would say at this point in my life, I would say like I still enjoy Pearl Jam albums. I do. And when they do come out, I do listen to them. And some albums are really good. Yeah. So I would say Pearl Jam would be up top out of those bands. I would say like Pearl Jam because they're still making music. And then...
Which is all changes as well.
Yeah, but it's a little bit different.
Not the same.
It's not like Eddie Vedder died and they have this new guy called Mehdi Vedder. And he's there like,
Yeah.
So, I mean, you do have majority of the band. Yeah. You're just missing the lead singer. Yeah. One of the leads. But like, I don't know. I think Pearl Jam, it's weird. I think about it. I'm like, oh, new Pearl Jam album? I'm excited for it. Yeah. So I would say Pearl Jam would be my top 2. I would say that probably flip-flop with maybe, at this point, I don't know why, because in the last 10 years, really got into Alice in Chains. Soundgarden still excites me. Yeah. Even though Chris Cornell passed away, like, when they put out something new, I was excited for it. Yeah. I got to see them open up for Nine Inch Nails, which was really cool. So, maybe Soundgarden, Pearl Jam. My top 5 would just be like, I would say maybe Pearl Jam, Soundgarden, Alice in Chains, Nirvana, and what was the other one?
That's it. That's the 4.
So I think Nirvana is still in my top 5, but because they're not
more nostalgia
coming out.
It's more nostalgia than anything.
Yeah, it's more it's running on nostalgia.
Yeah, you're running on that.
I'm not running on like, hey, I'm excited for something new. Yeah. It's just like, oh man, I remember this song from when I was a teenager. Yeah. And I
said to Chris, like, I just don't think I've ever dug into Alice in Chains. I just never.
They have great stuff.
Never stuff that was out and around that was like listening to it. He was
Yes.
never on
Which
the
is
radio
funny because
a lot.
I listen to Alice in Chains.
I know that's what he was saying.
Yeah.
He's like, I can't believe. I'm like, I don't think it was just wasn't like. I don't know if it was just something like accessibility thing. I just never really got into
when
it.
we
It
were
never really
kids,
came
all we
around.
had was MTV, VH1.
Well, and like
and the
Rock
radio.
104, and that was about it.
CDs.
So
Yeah.
if like they weren't being played in Rock 104 a lot,
Yes.
besides those 2 songs,
Right.
that's about it. Whereas
Yes.
the other bands like were constantly
It's different.
on.
Yes.
They'd always had stuff on.
I mean, now you have instant access to anything you want.
Yeah.
But back then it was very different.
Yeah.
So I agree because I think Nirvana was way more. I was more into them because that was like
Well, they were
all
like
my
the
friends
first ones to kind of
They-
drop.
they
Kind of
broke.
Yeah, the first ones to break through.
break through. But like
But no, it was just a very interesting conversation.
interesting, yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
geez,
he
I'm-
loves Alice in
I'm
Chains.
just thinking
He
of
does. He
I'm
really
just thinking of the
likes
stuff
Alice
we
in
used to listen to, like Godsmack.
He got
and
aggravated with me. He was
all
like,
that
really
other
aggravated. I was like, oh gosh. I was like, I don't really like Alice in Chains. I never really had a thing.
Well, everyone's
I
different.
never really got into it.
Like I said, in the last 10 years, I've been listening to more of their back catalog, so it's just kind of
Yeah.
interesting. I don't know, different things. It hits you at different times in your
No,
life.
exactly. Yeah.
You know,
It was just very. I just wanted to get your thoughts on it. 'Cause
that's
I know
what I
you're
thought.
Mr. Music,
I
so
mean, you love it.
you're
whatever you
a
love.
music guru.
I'm
so,
not a music guru. I did discover though a lot of the
See?
songs.
I don't really like music that much, but I just discovered this band I heard
No, I love music,
as I
but
was
I'm not
driving
saying
down Route 66 at a gas station
no.
that no one's been to in 20
the
years.
Nirvana album,
They had an album.
Incesticide, there's a lot of covers,
Yes.
and over time we've been discovering, me and my wife have been discovering a lot of these songs that I always thought were Nirvana songs.
Yes, the
are
other
not.
people's songs. Yes.
And it's so funny. One of the songs on there, which I love, and I just discovered it was a Devo B-side.
Wow.
And I was like, "What?" We listened to the Devo
Yeah.
B-side, and it's like, "Holy crow!" Just discovered this in 2025.
There you go. Learn something new every day.
I know. It's
Speaking of
crazy.
something new,
Yeah.
Backwash happened on Saturday.
Oh my God! Will you stop with the backwash?
It was a terrible show.
It wasn't that bad.
It was bad.
I had fun with it.
Name
It
one
was
good
fun.
match on the
It
show.
wasn't great. It was like none of that
seriously,
was like,
I'm gonna
super
ask you.
exciting.
Name one good match on the show. But don't be like try to be like, oh well, you know this was no. Name one good thing that happened on the show.
Hold on. We can have different opinions about it. If you didn't like it, that's fine. For me, I would say the most entertaining match was Pat McAfee and Gunther. That was
Which-
entertaining.
And
Sad
that's
state
a
of
bad
affairs.
thing. Like
That's a sad state of affairs.
I'm happy with the
That-
way that match was.
that the best
but that
match
shouldn't have
on
been
the
the
show-
good
Didn't
thing.
say the best. I said the most entertaining. I
Well,
really
okay, the
still,
most entertaining
that-
match on the show
that
was an
should-
announcer and a
Yeah.
guy who was your former champion.
Yeah.
All right.
That's
but
the
that's-
best.
Okay,
that's
okay.
the most entertaining
Don't twist
thing.
my word. I said that was very fun to watch. I enjoyed that.
You said it was the most entertaining match on the show.
Yes.
He's an announcer, former NFL
All right, let's
punter,
go over the
not
results,
professional
please.
wrestler, and Gunther.
How about we go over the results and I can tell you my thoughts on every match, and we'll go that way. Okay.
All right.
Let's-
Anyways, again, no particular order. This is just how we picked them.
Yes.
We added the pick for the Penta Dirty Dom match over the weekend.
Yeah.
During the week, Josh and I both picked Penta because why Dirty Dom? But for some reason, Dirty Dom won.
Yes.
So you got that right.
I did.
Probably one of the worst matches of the night, in my opinion. This stupid Americano thing needs to end. You've bought AAA. You now own a luchador company, and you're basically like,
It's a joke thing.
It's not a joke.
As it is now,
it's
after last night.
Oh, we
poor.
had Chad.
No, but that's what I mean is after
Penta.
last night, it's showing that Chad can't win unless he cheats.
Yeah. Unless he has the
that's
mask
the whole
on.
his whole
So
gimmick.
and also it's a tiny bit racist. But
It's
anyways,
not. It's just a fun thing.
It's
I
not
think you're
fun.
He's
over.
from the
It's not
Gulf of
fun.
America. It's getting racist.
it's not fun. It's not fun.
Especially the stupid newsreel stuff with a guy talking with a Hispanic
Yeah.
accent.
That's
It's
the
very-
point.
it's very-
It's supposed
no,
to be
but
fake.
that's not funny.
It's not funny. It's weird.
If it was an old school luchador doing it, that would be cool and interesting. Like if it was like a guy like from like Lucha Underground type of guy doing those type of things.
Yeah.
That would be interesting and funny. It being a white guy pretending to be Mexican
Well, we don't know who's doing the
whoever it is. No, I'm talking about.
We don't know
well,
that.
it's their announcer guy.
But no, I'm talking about Chad Gable's character.
Yeah.
Pretending to be from the Gulf of America.
Yeah, it's very.
It's like you're
That's
pushing.
the point, because Chad Gable is American made, and his whole narrative, that whole group's narrative, is America, and I think it's almost like a parody.
I wonder if his favorite steak sauce is AI.
I kind of look at it
A1?
as it's a parody of like just that type of person.
I know,
like,
but it's
a joke. You missed the joke, Josh. You missed the joke.
That is the joke, and I got it. AI, A1. But I think for me, I'm looking at it as a lens as this is just like this is a person that's leaning into this character that is making fun of those types.
The only
people.
hope is that they
that's all. That's how I see
finish this at Worlds Collide, and they have all the luchadors
Probably.
destroy him.
Yes,
and
maybe.
unmask him.
Well, it's
and
like, I'm getting
a
sick
thing.
of the when Chad Gable matches.
Yeah.
And he's pulling luchadors' masks off.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm sorry.
It's
that should not be a thing we're doing.
It's just not landing very well.
Okay. Can we put a pin? Hold on. Right now.
We're doing Worlds Collide, by the way. I was going to announce that later.
Okay, but hold on.
But now you blew it because you ruined it.
Who did?
You.
Why?
Because I knew what you were going to say.
What am I going to say?
Oh, I think we should do Worlds Collide.
That's not what he was going to say.
No, it's not what
he's going to talk. He's saying something else. Go, Brian.
Go ahead.
I'm currently have been recording old WCW tapes, and one of the old WWF matches, I don't know who was behind the luchador mask. It was a big guy, kind of looked like Paul Heyman, but I know it's not. This is like early 90s. He does the Chad Gable. He puts the piece of metal
right.
on the
It's
front,
an
right
old
here.
school
it's
thing,
a thing
Brian.
from a guy.
I've never seen it. So what
No,
are you
but-
mad at me
I'm trying to
for?
think
No, I'm not mad at you, Brian. I'm just saying
I gotta
that
look.
thing is
WCW?
that thing
I
is
think
an
it
old
was
luchador
WCW,
thing.
maybe. But anyway, I will have to look at the tape again because I've been watching some really crazy stuff. I was telling Mark, Josh, how I got to see the Ric Flair up against Vader.
Yeah.
And at the end, you see the whole Ric Flair family. There's Charlotte Flair, 8-year-old.
She's like not even 8. She's like probably 12, 13.
She looks 8. I don't know. I mean, this is
You're really
early
bad at
90s.
picking ages.
The whole PLE, it's Ric Flair and Mean Gene Okerlund in a limo. And Mean Gene's like, so, Rick, I know you're coming back to do this.
Yeah.
And it's like so great.
Yeah, well, I think it was after the plane crash. That's why.
Yeah, like he was nervous coming back.
Yeah.
And Vader destroyed his face.
Yes.
Like at the end, I don't know, he got some teeth chipped.
Yes, he did, yes.
Blood everywhere. But man, Vader was just like elbow to the face.
Yeah.
It was a good match.
Yeah.
Like that. It's so cool to watch a lot of this stuff. Anyway, I just wanted to mention.
Oh, yeah, some of the old stuff, it's fun to watch, but I agree.
Okay, moving on. Next up, we had the most entertaining match of the night. Gunther and Pat McAfee.
I did. I enjoyed it. How'd you not enjoy that?
It was just stupid.
Pat McAfee, I give him so much props for doing that.
I give him props for doing it. I just don't think it deserved them. Like,
it didn't deserve a PLE.
it didn't deserve a PLE. It could have been a Raw match.
Here, I will meet you halfway.
It could have been even on. Like, it should have been saved for Saturday night's main event.
It could have been Saturday night's main event. It
Did
could have
not
been a Raw.
Had to be on Backlash.
But anyway, I actually thought Pat McAfee did a damn good job.
No, he did. I'm not saying he didn't. I'm saying it was just a waste of Gunther.
Was it though?
Yes. Because now he's
Gunther?
like, I'm now challenging for the championship.
He's going back for the
to see whoever against Logan Paul or Jey Uso.
Yeah, I hope it's Jey Uso.
It's gonna happen on a Raw, not even on like.
No, it's a Monday night.
No.
It's a Saturday night main event.
No, but the match that he's gonna have is gonna be on a Raw.
No, I think it's going to be Money.
No, that's going to be Money in the Bank.
No, they
Yes.
announced it last night. It's gonna be June 9th, which is 2 days after.
You're
it's
right.
gonna be on a Raw.
He did
It's
say
gonna be a-
June 9th.
it's gonna be
it's
a
gonna be on a
Raw.
Raw.
I thought he messed up the date.
No, it's on a Raw.
It's a
not
Raw
even
match.
for like an actual like PLE.
Oh, okay. All right.
So it's like, what was the point of the
I
whole
thought
Pat
it was-
McAfee thing then? Like, he doesn't come out. There was like no. He like at the end of the match just like, good job,
well, he gave him props.
way to go.
Yeah.
You showed up. You got take a beating. Congratulations.
I don't know. I
And he just walks away.
I don't think it's serious. I don't know. It was fun.
I don't know. It was just stupid. Anyways, continuing the worst PLE of the year so far. The men's United States Championship match, Jacob Fatu against Drew McIntyre, LA Knight, and Damian Priest. This match, from what I hear, was not supposed to end the way it did.
This was actually probably the best match of the night.
These four
were really good.
Yeah, it was heading that way until Drew McIntyre banged his head against the ground.
Well, hey, it's going to happen.
Whew. Did not look good.
That did not look good at all.
Did not look good at all. Jeez.
But we all knew Jacob Fatu was.
But
again,
again, the problem with this match was there was too much going on.
This whole show was too much going on.
I'm not complaining.
This whole show was overbooked.
What are you talking about? You were just complaining.
Apocalypse.
It wasn't overbooked. It was underbooked. We just go back one match. You didn't even.
Overbooked.
You don't even.
The Pat McAfee Gunter thing was overbooked. Cole runs over. Cole's against the ring, cheering Pat McAfee on.
Yeah.
He grabs Gunther's leg.
Yeah, we
holds
knew
his leg down, gets thrown on the ground, and then Gunther just wins the match.
We knew Gunther was
the championship match. Like, we'll get into that. 9 different finishes. Everything happens. Everyone in the world comes out. It's like, what are we doing? Just to have a match.
There's no everything.
Like this match. Let's have 4 guys in it. And then, oh no, let's add 2 more guys on top of that.
That's what I'm saying, Brian.
Who was that guy? The new guy.
Claire's new favorite wrestler with the most boring name in wrestling history.
Who?
Jeff Cobb.
He's an AEW guy.
The dumbest. No, he's a New Japan guy.
He was also in AEW.
Yeah, but not really. He was in New Japan.
He was also Ring of Honor and a bunch of other stuff too.
All right, my question is that the guy, the new guy that shows up with Sokola?
Yes.
With the stringy hair?
Yes, that's the new guy.
And I was like, is he another one?
No. He's Filipino.
He's Filipino from Hawaii.
Okay.
Hawaiian, yeah.
Interesting.
Yes. So he's the first non-Samoan.
Yes. He's not
like
part
they
of the
might
bloodline.
change his name and make him Samoan. But
no, they said
really
Cobb. They called him.
They called him
I
Cobb.
know, but there's also rumors that he's not going to be called that, and they're going to change his name. That's why
That's
Big
rumors.
That's
you
why
can't go
Big
by
E
rumors.
was saying later on, he's like formerly called Jeff Cobb.
Anyway, I actually think that was probably the best match of the night. Those 4.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I guess it was supposed to be different, and the finish was supposed to involve Drew and not LA Knight, but Drew got knocked out, so
It's gonna happen.
they had to do it a different way. But we all picked Jacob Fatu, so we all got points for that one. Then it was the Women's Intercontinental Championship match with Queen Bland up against your angry aunt,
I love Becky
Lynch.
I love angry Becky Lynch.
Angry aunt is a perfect description of what she is.
She is someone's angry aunt.
I told you,
someone
I had a hard time
someone
with her
started
turning
talking
heel.
politics
She was
at
not like
Christmas.
this when I started watching wrestling. I find it really funny because she was doing a podcast like after Monday at Raw.
Yes.
And she started laughing at her own digs, which I thought was really funny. I thought last week's Monday at Raw when she came out was a little weak. I thought this week was a little bit better. Last week with the whole recycling and the trash, I was like, oh my God, I don't know what's going on.
This one wasn't much better.
This was better, but not that bad.
It wasn't that great either. It was.
But I'm coming around on the heel. Becky Lynch is turning.
And I did say to Claire while we were watching it, I was like, she's like, I do see what you're saying now about Lyra. I'm like, yes. If she does not,
she got a pop.
Go anywhere after this, what is the point of her?
But hold on, Josh. I'm hoping you'll back me up.
But now she's hurt, so who knows what they're going to do
hold
with her.
on. I thought this match between them two was really good because it gave Lyra a big pop at the end. I think the whole
with the botchiest finish.
The whole point is to push her up, and I think when Becky left, Lyra has been floundering, so I think this is a good.
She has no personality.
Well,
Brian, was a good
my
pop
thing with Lyra
for her.
has never been that she was a bad wrestler.
No, I know.
It's never been the issue.
I'm saying the audience gave her a good pop.
But she
PLE.
still has problems speaking. She's getting better.
The funniest part of the whole match was the point where Lyra and Becky go to outside the ring, and they go to the corner, and Becky's holding her against the thing and yelling at the guy.
That was her fiance.
And then they go, "That's her fiance," and Claire goes, "That's her fiance." Like, yep, yeah, that's her fiance. And
I
she's
think
like,
he's a wrestler too.
wow,
or
he
something.
kicked his coverage on that one.
But that my issue with Lyra has always been she can't speak.
She's
I know,
plain
but
white
needs-
toast.
she
But I'm
needs
just saying,
somebody
in
with
this
her.
match, the audience I actually felt was on her side. I feel like
Well, yeah,
it's
but 'cause
something
Becky's
Because
bad.
Becky's the bad guy, so it helps.
I know.
But then where's Bailey?
But see, that
Bailey's out for some strange reason.
yeah.
She's been
Yeah,
just,
where's Bailey?
I don't know.
I was expecting Bailey to come in. Monday,
I was expecting Bailey to
last
come
night.
back last night because
Yeah.
that was a perfect chance to bring her back.
You know what? I don't want. You know me. I love everything, but honestly, keep Bailey away for a little bit because I felt like when she won the belt, she didn't do much, and then she's just kind of there.
Yeah.
Well, Bailey
Personally.
also
I'm not a
Bailey
big
also had
Bailey
the
fan,
problem
I
of
guess.
she was in the transition time.
Yeah.
I mean, I like her.
That killed a
but I
lot
feel
of
like-
people's momentum.
I feel like, you know what? It's kind of nice to have these people kind of disappear just for a little bit, and then when they come back, it's more of a surprise. So I don't
Yeah.
know. I mean, is Bailey truly hurt? Why was she pulled from WrestleMania? I mean, what were the real reasons? I don't know.
Yeah. But anyways, I think we all picked Lyra. Yeah, we all picked Lyra. So we all got 2 points for that one.
Yeah.
And then the WWE Championship match with the worst storyline in the history of wrestling, John Cena up against Randy Orton. Yeah, this match happened. John Cena won again
Yes, he's gonna keep winning.
for reasons.
But the stupidest part about the whole thing was the end. Like, I understand, another
We
ref's
were
hurt.
having a great match.
Another ref gets hurt.
That was my issue. It was a great match going on, and then you had to go into overbooked gimmick match stuff. And it's like, why do we need to do that? It's like you don't need to. If one ref gets botched, gets not taken out, okay, that happens. That guy, that's his job. Chad Patton is Mr. Bump. He gets a bump every time he's in the match.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so he's out.
Mm-hmm.
Then you set another ref down.
Mm-hmm.
That guy gets bumped.
Yeah.
Instead of setting another ref down, you bring down everybody in the world to check on this one
then
guy.
end the match. And then end the
Instead,
match.
just send another ref out.
That's the thing is you
Just
ended the
roll
match.
the guy out of the ring, send another ref out.
Yeah.
You don't need to go through this whole thing.
Yeah.
And then, like, we're still, some reason, trying to push this story of Nick Aldis and RKO and Randy Orton for some reason.
Oh, he did it again.
He, like,
Took him out.
takes him out and then starts RKOing everybody.
Yeah. Huh?
And now you've, like, okay, so then the crowd's all up for Randy Orton, and then John Cena just wins.
Yeah. We knew John Cena was gonna
But also,
For no reason.
the match should have just ended when everyone came out and got into the ring. Like,
Yeah.
why? How is the match still
How's the
a
match
thing?
keep going? It's a
How is
regular
it
match.
still
It's
a
not like a
thing?
no disqualification match or
Yeah.
anything. If Randy Orton's RKOing everyone around, he's disqualified.
Yeah.
It's like that doesn't he doesn't get
I
to
would
keep
have been
wrestling.
happier if it ended in a
And then
disqualification for hitting
as
the
soon
refs.
as that
then.
happened, and then they start RKOing everybody, and then John Cena starts getting up. I said to Claire, I'm like, refs, he's gonna hit him. Ref's gonna roll in. He's gonna count so slow that the paint's gonna dry before he finishes, and that's gonna be the end of the match.
Yes.
And Claire's like, "Are you serious?" I'm like, "Yes." And then exactly what happened.
Now, my question is, did you watch the
Yes.
press conference
It's even more stupid.
when he took out
I don't want
R-Truth?
R-Truth involved in anything.
No, but
There's no
R-Truth,
point.
R-Truth is the innocence. He's like,
He's not the innocence. R-Truth is this like
R-Truth is awesome.
He's like-
don't you dare talk
No, but
dirty
Brian,
about R-Truth.
You're getting stupid. You're getting more stupid with
it's going dumber as we
John
go
Cena
along.
hurting R-Truth. Like, for what?
No, that's the point. I think R-Truth is like, you're my favorite. Like, R-Truth obviously is playing this character where he's like this, like, kind of like
Right,
in the
idiot.
clouds kind of guy. And he just bashes him through the table. Because I didn't think John Cena was going to take any questions. He did. I
No.
did like the beginning how he's like, I'm going to try. I'm going to try to be better. And I'm like,
Oh,
where's
no,
this going to go?
I understand the point of,
That was good.
of the shift.
It's not
But
even
that's
that's
not
not even
the-
it's not. It's just stupid. Can we stop with the trying to make sense of this? It's dumb.
Yes.
The whole thing is dumb.
wrestling is dumb. It's
No,
dumb
No,
fun.
this is really dumb. This is like insulting. That's how dumb it is.
It is no.
It's like
I think I just
all right,
enjoy it.
we're
It's
gonna like I've been
entertainment.
saying right along, and I know there's a person out there who gets all bent out of shape about me saying this. We're gonna have your biggest wrestler that you've ever had in your company is gonna leave the whole company as like anti-wrestling, basically.
Maybe we
And
don't
he's
know.
gonna like
we don't know.
his whole thing is he wants to destroy wrestling and he wants to take the history with him. And this is like the thing you're like
but we don't
propping
know.
up. And like Triple H, he comes out and says something to Triple H. Triple H is just like, okay, yeah, sure, no problem. It's like, what? Just because he's one? Why?
There's something obviously going to happen at the end. There's a build up to
the
something.
annoying part is, and I think we've mentioned this before.
It's a long wet fart. This whole thing.
Mark's
if Mark wants to go replace that chair, go for it.
I do.
I'll give you cover. The problem is you had a guy who was a good guy forever, and now you're trying to push, and it feels like you're pushing too hard as him being the bad guy, but you're not making him the bad guy. You're still having him be the, he's still out doing promotional stuff. Like, I understand the kayfabe situation. Kayfabe is hard in a modern world. I understand that.
Yeah.
But even back in the day, even the bad guys who were doing, like, nice things were still doing it as bad guys. Like, there was still that layer of them being jerks. There was still that layer of them being mean and awful, but in a funny way outside of WWE. This, you're going too far from one side to the other. I'm going to destroy wrestling. I'm going to destroy this. I'm going to make this awful. But I'm also going to promote this outside when I'm doing my stuff with the TV shows.
Don't forget to watch Peacemaker coming out in August.
Great.
And then, not promoting Peacemaker after a wrestling event.
But he's also doing commercials there's still commercials of him being the Fruity Pebbles John Cena.
Yes.
I know.
That's the
and
thing.
it's like,
now, I think
you can't have your cake and eat it too.
There's a separation between church and state here. I think there's wrestling
that doesn't
fans.
exist anymore. So
there's wrestling fans that know what's going on, and there's people who do not.
But that's what I'm saying is the people who do not
don't care.
But even the people who do, like, I know that these guys are actors and they're not.
Yeah.
It's just not the Undertaker who's from Death Valley. He's a guy.
Yeah, he's a dude.
Not for nothing. I was just saying, when John Cena comes on the screen now, I don't care.
Yeah.
All right, I'm enjoying it. It's fun. It's not my favorite.
I've never thought I'd get to the point where when John Cena would come on, like if I'd recorded this show and it was watching it and recording, I have no problems fast forwarding through his segment.
All right. Well, there you go.
I'm literally almost at the point
cool.
where I'm going to cancel my pre-order of his pop figure that I already paid for.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I don't care about his farewell tour anymore.
Yeah.
It's not worth it. It's not fun. There's and
it's like, and I said to Claire, I go, the sad part of this whole thing is I feel like they're going to do this and they're going to like have Cody come back and they're going to like have Cody be the guy that's going to save wrestling. And he's going to be the guy that they're going to, like John Cena is going to like have to get Pat, and he's going to take down John Cena and save us all from wrestling. And guess what? I don't care if he does that either.
I think Cody Rhodes, because
I don't want Cody Rhodes to be the guy.
Why?
Cody Rhodes isn't this guy.
I think Cody Rhodes is going to come back.
Yes, he's going to come back. But the person that should be the one to take him down and finish it was the guy he beat on Saturday.
Oh, see, I think...
RKO?
It should have been Randy Orton.
It's the greatest rivalry John Cena ever had that's still active in WWE is Randy Orton.
Well,
and the only way to end his career and to end this storyline is to have Randy Orton be the one, because his whole shtick has been for his whole career, he's a legend killer. And if he's going to, like, if they want to make something, if Randy's going to say he's staying around for another 10 years or whatever, and you want to, like, hand off the mantle, so to speak, is to now say, okay, now Cena's done, and now Randy, you're taking the ball and running with it. And then have Cody come back but fail to defeat Cena, and then that breaks Cody, turns Cody heel.
You get the nightmare.
And then you got heel Cody versus face Randy. And I think that is like your future.
I think the way I look at it, Mark, I know you guys aren't enjoying the John Cena thing, which is fine. For me, I'm just enjoying it because wrestling for me is my escape from reality. And Honestly, I just go for the ride. It doesn't bother me. Either way.
I'm not.
It doesn't bother me. I'm
still watching it. It's just I just think it's like
I
there's
do
better
understand. I do
story
understand what you're saying because Becky Lynch is one of my favorites, and when she went heel, I was just like, oh, now I know what Mark feels like with the whole John Cena thing. 'Cause I'm not really buying it. Like
No.
it's very hard for me to buy.
Hers
I
is
think
even
that's
more
the other problem
unbelievable.
is
Hers for me, it's harder for me to buy. John Cena, I
But
wasn't watching wrestling when John Cena was wrestling,
that's
so
where
it
the
doesn't
weird dynamic
really
comes
affect
in,
me much.
Brian, because Mark and I remember
That's what I'm
Bad
saying.
Becky.
Yes.
and heel Becky.
So I have I found another crazy thing. On one of these tapes, there was an old SmackDown.
Yeah.
Or Monday Night. I think it was SmackDown. Anyway, I got to tell you about this. It's John
Well, to give you a
Cena.
hint, if it's blue, it's SmackDown. If it's red, it's Raw.
I've seen so many of these tapes, I can't remember it all. My brain.
It's all melded together
It's all
for
melded
Brian.
together. It was John Cena up against what's his face?
Old what's his face?
The guy who killed his family.
Chris Benoit.
Chris Benoit. And this is rapping John Cena. He comes out there and he starts rapping.
Dr. Thugonomics.
And and he's rapping. And I think Stephanie McMahon comes out.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of
innuendo.
And butt slapping.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I was like,
that was Attitude Era.
It was around. It was also around the
a
time.
whole different world.
Yeah.
Also, I saw this other clip with John Cena. He's got 3 or 4, beautiful
Ladies.
women around him, and they're talking about
Ladies of the Evening.
it's Christmas episode or something.
Yes.
And they kept making innuendos about, can
Mistletoe.
we touch it? And they keep looking down.
Yes.
Can we touch it?
It's got a candy cane.
No, it was the belts.
Oh yeah.
But
yeah.
but they all all lower down.
Yes,
You're like,
yeah.
what is gonna
Yeah,
happen?
yeah.
He's like, yeah, lady. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah. That was the era.
Yeah.
But that's what I
Crazy.
mean, though, is even then he was still the goofy good. Like he wasn't truly a bad
I
evil
understand.
guy.
But also another tape. Do you remember this? I think it was on TBS or TNT. It was WCW Up All Night.
Yes.
And they would have the old guys in the room
Yes.
all night. And 6 hours of this. The
Yeah.
bumpers are the most interesting part of those guys hanging out and just shooting shit.
Well, it kind of like was a spin-off of they used to do the movies where they'd have like movie show.
But
and
this was Up All Night with wrestling.
wrestlers. Yeah, it was special.
Yeah,
They did.
yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of cool stuff in
The one good thing that came out of the Cena thing was the R-Truth thing. When R-Truth came out at first, and R-Truth was saying stuff too, when Cena couldn't control himself and started laughing at him. That was about the only.
Yes, he broke character.
That was about the only good part of the whole thing.
I thought that was really funny.
Yeah.
Because R-Truth comes out, John Cena's looking,
trying to look all fake, sad,
and he
and
starts
depressed.
laughing.
All fake, sad, and depressed.
Oh my God! I
think that's what it is. I just don't think he's a good actor. I don't think he doesn't pull it off well enough. That's the thing.
No,
I think that's what it boils down to.
He's a
for me.
decent actor, but the problem is I can't see him playing bad guy.
He just doesn't. Yeah, it just doesn't.
Like even Peacemaker.
Whereas Hulk Hogan's character was so annoying at the time when he did turn to a bad guy that it made sense. Cena's character never got he hasn't been active enough for this to
it's
land.
a hard heel
Honestly,
turn. We'll
yeah.
say
No,
it's
I think
a
it's
hard
hard.
heel turn.
If there was more
It's a hard right turn
More time
right before
of
you're about
him
to walk out
setting
the
it up.
door. Yeah,
to become the bad guy,
yeah. If they
it went
actually
too quickly.
But if they had sent the seeds, when he lost the Solo and he had been depressed about it, if he had when he'd lost the other matches, if he was if they showed him gradually breaking, it would have made more sense at the end. It was more of just
a lot of
Well, that
he's not
was
a bad guy.
The Rock
Brian,
made him. It was.
But there's also
a
some people that are
switch.
saying
Yeah.
if the stuff that if they went more into the stuff that happened during the COVID
Yeah.
with the Firefly Funhouse match,
Yeah.
where he was, because
Yes.
back then
Yeah.
Bray said it. He goes, "You're going to be the bad guy.
Yeah.
Eventually, people are going to get sick and tired of you.
Yeah.
And you're going to be the Hollywood Hogan."
Yeah.
If they had set that up more beforehand
Yeah.
in this time, I think this would have actually hit.
Right.
But because it went too quickly and it went even if they set up with The Rock doing if they had set up stuff beforehand of why is he doing that?
Yeah.
What happened there that he like?
Well, I know. I mean,
I think it just
like we always say, they could do something and then I'd change my mind completely. But
I
until
guess
then, I'm just kind of like, eh.
I guess we have to see the full picture. How does this all end?
Yeah.
If the ending, they stick the landing, awesome. If it doesn't stick the ending, then you can look back and say, okay, I called it, wasn't good.
Yeah.
I guess we just don't know until it
yeah.
ends.
Well, that's a yeah.
But, Mark, our first PLE for
Yes.
Season 2 Wrestling Challenge, where are we? Because I got a perfect...
You did get a perfect sheet.
Yeah.
So you have 9 points going into.
Is that the first perfect sheet?
No. I had 2 or 3 of them last year.
We all had a perfect sheet last
Yeah, but I'm saying, but I think we all had. Yeah.
No, but I'm
I don't
just
know if
saying,
Josh
is it the
did, but
first?
We might have.
It's the first time that we've had one person getting a perfect sheet. Like it's not like 2 people had the perfect sheet.
No.
And one had.
No, I had Brian and I think it each had one last year separately.
I think last year, I remember like Mark would have a good week, I would have a good week.
Well, no,
Josh
that's what
would
I mean
have a
by good
week.
weeks. I'm saying, but
Yeah,
like,
perfect sheet. I don't know. Maybe Mark might have had one. I
Yeah.
might have had one.
Yeah.
because
but
I'm pretty sure there was a few times last year where we all picked the same guys except for one.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
yeah.
yeah.
Anyways,
Sorry, I didn't think about it.
Let's talk about the perfect sheet.
Brian had 9 points. I had 6 points, so only 3 points behind you.
Yeah.
Josh had 4 points.
Oh God.
And the newest member to the Geekonomics Challenge, who will be now beginning an actual sheet because she requested one, Claire has joined the chat, and she has 4 points as well.
Oh, so is Claire running for the
Wait,
belt?
I'm not even going to get a bronze medal now? What the heck is it?
Yeah, you can get the bronze now. You might just be not even a show.
I might even
What, so
place.
is Claire going
Claire's
for?
in for the belt. She's
Wow.
but she's in for the celebrity belt. Not I don't know if we're doing.
Well, this should be
'cause
the
she's not
podcast.
picking with us.
Right.
She's picking after the fact. So
Okay. So this is.
Oh, so I still get third place. Yay.
yes. So the suggestion was made that the sheets that we use
We should print.
are posted.
Yeah.
And then people can also pick as well.
Yeah.
Like we were doing with WrestleMania.
I would say we should do.
and gradually
Yeah.
start doing that now.
I
through the season.
I
So
suggested that, but I don't know if it would logistics behind it.
it's not. Yeah, it's just the more work that I have to do.
Right. That's what I didn't want to. I did.
Well, if people send
I
it
tried
to
to
me,
be
I can
nice to
keep
not
track.
give you more work,
Yeah.
Mark. But if
Yeah.
everyone is asking for it,
Yes, if
I don't see
everyone's
why-
asking for
yeah.
it, we'll do it.
yeah.
They're not gonna have a chance to win the belt, but we'll come up with something that they can
All
win.
right. Well, I mean, our
Maybe one of them will be able to come on the show. No one's ever
No.
coming on my show because it's my show,
well,
and I'm the bad guy, and the bad guy always wins.
Hey,
a la
Mark.
John Cena.
Here,
Hold on.
I'll make you do more work. You can make them a belt graphic for the show, a Geekonomics graphic.
so Claire. Oh my God. So Claire got how many?
4 points.
Did
I
we
have a
have any other
whole thing in
people
my office
post
for this.
their picks at all? or-
I have our friend Jen sent me her pics,
Okay.
and I can tell it to you right now.
Okay.
I just gotta go on the old interwebs. I can tell you, maybe she beat Claire, maybe she didn't. What did Claire get right?
Claire
Do you know?
got Cena and Jacob Fatu.
So she got the 2 championship points.
Yes.
Oh,
Well, no, she missed Penta.
But no, but I'm saying
That was
off the regular
championship
card because
Yes.
that was a
Well,
after
yeah,
the fact.
And she also thinks that the fake Randy Orton from SmackDown was Nikki Bella. So going off that, while Brian's doing that,
no. So
we
Jen,
did pick bonus matches that we thought would be added.
yeah.
And surprisingly enough, the matches that the 3 of us picked are actually matches that are going to happen now. Well, last night was the Io Sky Rhea match against Julia and Roxanne.
Oh my God, so good.
And
Favorite match of the night.
I know it was your favorite match of the night.
4 very talented, amazing women. Fantastic. That's all I gotta say. It was fantastic.
Oh wow. Okay.
I'm gonna keep this on the wide.
Even on the
Seeing Mark,
They're amazing!
I know, but you talking and Mark turning beet red and giggling. Look at him, Brian.
It's
It was.
so
It was a great match.
It was a great match. They're amazing. All 4 of them.
very talented, very athletic
Mark, could you imagine if Vakor was in that match? Jeez,
Oh my God!
Brian
If
would,
Sid Kerr's in that match,
Oh,
Brian
my
would have
Lord.
exploded. like you did earlier.
What
Before the show
what were
started.
the other ones?
And then you and Brian both said Jey Uso and Logan Paul, which is happening at Saturday night's main event.
Yeah.
So,
which I'm happy that wasn't added to Backlash, but I'm still upset that they're actually doing
I
it.
just don't care. I just don't care.
So
I really don't care.
Jen got John Cena right.
Yes.
She got the Becky Lynch and Lyra one wrong. She said Becky Lynch was going to win. Jericho Fatu, yes.
Yep.
Dominic, yes.
Okay.
And Gunther, yes.
Okay.
So she got 6.
She got
So
6.
she got she got 7.
7. Yeah, because the Gunther match wasn't.
that
was a 1 point.
Wait,
there.
the Dom match is considered the 2 or no?
Yeah, because it was a championship match.
Yeah, he had the
I
championship.
thought we were only doing championship matches during PLEs.
This
It was a championship match during a
It's
PLE.
Backlash.
Oh, that's right. I completely forgot. I thought it was during SmackDown.
Did you just forget what day it was?
Oh my god!
Did you forget we're all on planet Earth here, Jack?
No, I do have to say though, Monday Night Raw was fantastic. I watched it this morning starting at 6 o'clock.
Like,
Yeah. But I think Monday Night Raw was better. I will
it was
give
better
it.
than Backwash.
I will say I will agree with that. I think consistently, Monday Night Raw is on fire.
Yes.
I think Monday Night Raw is just like amazing right now.
I know, Brian. I know why my brain went crazy. This week I got a raffle notice, and I was able to get Savannah Banana tickets, but I had to sit online and wait for my link to be activated.
So that's why your brain went crazy.
Oh yeah,
He's super
everything
excited
messed.
about it. They're all really excited.
Yes.
Mariah's over the
Go
moon.
at Fenway. We're going to Fenway during 4th of July weekend
Oh,
for
nice.
Savannah Bananas game.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But the annoying thing is they have it set up that you can only get a certain amount of tickets.
Well, yeah, because I want to sell tickets.
No,
to
but
people.
you couldn't
You want me to buy in 10 tickets and then selling
Yeah.
8 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was only able to get 3.
Yeah.
So
Cool.
And they sold out.
it sold out. Yeah,
Wow.
and it sold out in an hour and a half.
2 games, I think they sold out.
Yeah, two games full sellouts at Fenway.
Yeah.
Wow.
One on Saturday night at 7.
Yeah.
And we're
For the
going to
home
the 3
Globetrotters
o'clock
of
on Sunday.
baseball.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Hey, as long as you enjoy
I'm
it.
old. I don't get it. It's
All
fine.
right.
It's okay.
Anyway,
It's for the killed children.
there you go.
It's for the kids.
It's for the kids. Anyway,
Yeah.
our first PLE in the books.
First one in the books.
We got a
Brian's
lot.
only got a 3-point lead.
I'm coming for you, Mark. I told
you gotta. So they got Money in the Bank.
Oh, Money in the Bank's gonna be so
That's
good.
Which
see
last
the
year
problem
was a-
when we get into Money in the Bank is
which
there's
last
so
year
many
was a
options.
Big turning point.
Yeah.
In the whole show. And the whole kit and caboodle changed because of
Because then we have to
Money in the
see
Bank.
who wins and who.
Yeah.
Well, no, because
Who they go
last year I
for.
got
Yeah.
I hit the whole boat.
Yeah, that's what.
Tiffany Stratton.
Yes, Tiffany
So-
Stratton on a
But
smack.
we didn't pick everything at that point. We picked.
No, we picked who was going to win, when they would cash in, who they would cash in on, and if they would
Who
succeed.
would win. So yeah, it was.
So you got 5 points for each one.
Oh
and if
my
you got
God.
all
Well, there was
5 of them,
It was like 20.
You got 20 points.
It was 20. You have to look back to see what we did
Yeah.
for point wise.
It was
you
a
had
5
points for
points.
each.
It was
and if
5
you got all
each.
5 of them, you got
You got the
25
super
points.
bonus, so you got
25 points. The
25.
super bonus. Yeah.
Super bonus, which I hit.
I'm gonna keep my lead. I gotta keep this lead, man.
Well, we got Saturday night's main event coming up quick.
I know.
We don't do a pick for Saturday night main event.
Yes,
though,
we do.
Yes,
Do
we
we?
do.
Oh, so it's gonna be back-to-back picks.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, that's right, because we did the back-to-back Saturday night
Yes.
picks, and then oh
Yeah,
my
yeah.
god.
This is like
And then we might even add in Worlds Collide.
I don't know.
You want to do a super card?
Super card.
What do you mean now? Worlds Collide, is that with the AAA thing?
Yeah. None of us know who any of those people are.
I understand. So what would just be like?
I actually watch a couple of AAA matches.
I do too.
Not a lot, but I do.
And NXT.
And NXT. Well, now
Well,
Brian's watching
And
NXT,
WWE.
so-
I'm watching NXT now.
Yeah.
But like the Worlds Collide, we could do it, I guess. I would leave it up to you two. I mean, it's
It's
three
a
of
one-off
us.
show.
It's a
like
one-off,
not
so
something
it's not
that's
like-
going to happen every year.
Yeah.
Well, it might happen every year, but it's
It
not
might happen
something
here,
that
but it's
like,
not.
happens. Like we won't do all the NXT PLEs, but
No,
this
no.
one's like a special one, so I figured
For
it's all
bonus.
happening in one day.
And it's a bonus points.
Bonus
It's,
points.
yeah,
it's all extra points.
yeah.
Okay. I'm game.
I mean,
I'm
more
not.
points the better.
Listen, I'm not.
More chances I have to leapfrog you, the better.
More wrestling to watch, the more happy I am.
It seems like it.
I'm happy you like the
There's more
NXT
new women
though,
on
Brian.
there you could check out. So maybe more
Brian,
women
I'm happy you
wrestlers
like the
can
NXT.
find,
TNA might get too much for you.
I can't listen. The fact that
I don't think you're ready for the
NXT is
female NXT wrestlers. You're gonna really get into. You think the women in the WWE, the main roster, light your candle. Just wait till you see.
And
the
then we
NXT
also
ones.
and then you also have
NXT is an hour and a
Evolve.
half. I barely have time. I'm like, oh, I can watch this. I have to put a stop somewhere. I have no time. I gotta watch Andor.
Right, I do
my
have to admit, Brian,
yeah,
a lot of the stuff I watch the highlights. I don't.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can't watch it all.
You can't.
I
You
can.
really
I
can't.
do.
I don't know how you do.
Yeah,
it.
but I also sit in an office with a
play
TV
video
half the
games.
time.
I don't watch it here. I watch it while I'm
No,
at work.
but I'm just saying I don't have the option half the time to.
You have more time than any of us. What are you talking about?
No, I gotta work. I can't.
You have
just-
more free time than any of us. You work part time and you live at home. What?
And I have
what are
to
you
sit. I have
talking
to
about?
sit outside with the dog.
Yeah, exactly.
He's gotta sit
I don't
outside
hear
with
about
the
like these
dog.
things you
I
got
don't have a
going on.
TV outside.
I got
have
no
to-
time. I'm sitting around
Anyway.
staring at the wall for 4 hours a day.
I'm just getting into NXT. NXT is a lot of fun. Anyway,
Yes.
we got to end the show.
As always, be safe, be well, be kind.
Rewind. Please like and subscribe.
Yes.
Good night, Rocky.
Night, Bobby. See you, Howard.
Bye, Howard.
Everyone start getting excited for the luau.